Good morning, students. This is Saraswati KB, Assistant Professor, Government First State College, Tiptur. I have prepared this video as an introduction to drama. This is with reference to any drama you can watch. This may not be directly beneficial for your syllabus, directly related to your syllabus, but while watching a drama, there are certain important informations and etiquettes which you have to follow so that you can enjoy it. Thus, this session is related to drama, the technicalities related to the play, and the mannerisms which you have to follow while watching a drama. Drama is a literary composition involving conflict, action, crisis, and atmosphere designed to be acted by players on a stage before an audience. Aristotle defines drama as a criticism of life on a stage with action, characters, and dialogue. The Greek word for deed or action is drama. Drama is a composition in prose form that presents a story entirely told in dialogue and action and written with the intention of its eventual performance before an audience. A drama consists of two types of writing. In a dramatic text, we have a dialogue, that is, the characters speak, and then the text also comprises of stage directions that tell the actors how to move and speak, describing the sets and properties. A drama can be presented in two ways. One is as literature, as the text of the play itself, and then as a performance, that is the production of the play in a theatre. There are two types of drama. One is a tragedy. Tragedy is a type of drama in which the characters experience reversals of fortune, and the end will be of a sad one. Whereas, if the characters end comically, whether it may be ridicule of a human folly or a weakness, it is termed as a comedy. A tragedy shows the downfall or death of a tragic hero or main character. In ancient Greek plays, the hero was a good person brought down by a tragic flaw or defect in character. In modern plays, the hero can be a normal person destroyed by an evil in society or by a natural force like the sea in the play Riders to the Sea. A tragedy always emphasizes human greatness, as you can see in the character of Maurya at the end of the play Riders to the Sea. A comedy often shows a contrast between groups, genders, and personality types. It presents a conflict between characters or situations humorously. The typical comedies include confusions, jokes, and happy ending. Comedies stresses more on human follies or human weaknesses. There is also another version of drama, that is a tragicomedy. It is a play that does not strictly adhere to the structure of the tragedy. It has the qualities of a serious play and also that of a comedy. A drama or a play is a form of storytelling in which the actors make the characters come alive through speech, that is dialogue, and action, that is stage directions. Every performance of a play is different, even if the same actors perform the same play many times. Performances are influenced by the audience. To be a part of an audience is different than reading a play alone. The response of the audience will also affect our own response. For example, we laugh louder when the rest of the audience is laughing too. How is a play written? Who writes a play? The writer of the play or the author of the play is called a playwright. Everything a playwright writes must appear on stage. A play in written form is called a script. A playwright must write the dialogue and what the characters say to each other in conversation, as well as the stage directions, which tells how the play is to be performed. For example, in your play Riders to the Sea, we see such stage directions like Maurya takes up the tongs and begins raking the fire aimlessly without looking round. See, these are the directions given for the actors to act thereby. Another important thing which you remember while watching a drama is dialogue. Dialogue is what the characters say. It is used to reveal their personalities or the character traits of the characters. The name of the character who is to speak is listed usually in bold at the start of a line followed by a colon. Every time the speaker changes, a new line is started. Dialogue is necessary in order to develop conflict and advance the plot. It moves the play forward and builds up the action. Staging a play. Drama is more than just the words on a page. The production of a play involves directing the way the characters move, what they wear, the lighting, and the scenery. All this is the staging. Staging is the practice of putting the play. Some of the details of staging may be included in the stage directions. However, the director and the producer take what the playwright has described and bring it to life with their own ideas. Sets. Sets are the scenery, backdrops, and furniture that create the setting. As you have observed in the Riders to the Sea, we have the wooden boards on the stage which depict the image of death in the play. Thus, in a production, there are different sets for different scenes. For example, some scenes may take place outside in the street, while others may take place in a character's living room. Some scenes may take place during the day, while others may take place at night. The opening scene of the Riders to the Sea takes place in the kitchen of Maurya's home. Props. Props are shortened form of properties. Properties are things like books, telephones, dishes, and other items that actors use on stage during the performance to support the action. For instance, in the opening scene of Riders to the Sea, we have the nets, cooking items, spinning wheel, and then the hearth, and then there are various properties like that of the fisher's net, coffin, and then there are whiteboards. Some new boards are standing by the wall, and the girls are preparing bread. She is kneading cake. They wipe their hands. They are spinning a wheel. All these belong to the properties which support the action of the play. Stage directions. Stage directions are notes in the script, usually written in italics and enclosed in parentheses or brackets. They usually describe where and when a scene takes place, that is the setting, how the characters should say their lines, and how the characters should move on stage. They may explain the character's mood or how the character is feeling. Stage directions may also describe the sets, costumes, properties, lighting, and sound effects. Stage directions use certain terms to describe the stage. Before watching a play, take a look at a script and mark the text. Even before reading the play by yourselves, preview the text features. Read aloud the dialogue using stage directions to understand the characters' attitudes, emotions, and personalities. Read stage directions and imagine how the scene should be enacted. Thus, the whole process of dramatization is an adaptation of a play which was once a novel, short story, folk tale, biography, or other type of writing. Some plays are completely new works. Other plays are adapted from novels, short stories, or even from non-fiction. A playwright takes scenes, characters, and action from an existing work and turns them into a play or dramatizes them. How is a play divided? We often refer to Riders to the Sea as a one-act tragedy. A play is largely divided into parts. These parts are termed as acts. The number of acts in a production can range from 1 to 5, depending on how the writer structures the outline of the story. The length of time for an act to be performed can range from 30 to 90 minutes. Further, acts may be divided into scenes. In classical theatre, each regrouping between entrances and exits of an actor is a scene, while today it describes a quick change of setting. Okay, it is the people who produce plays. The actors and actresses who perform the play are known as the cast. The people who build sets, manage lighting, or work backstage are called the crew. Theatre etiquette, theatre manners, the things which you have to remember while going to watch a drama. All of the people involved in the production, both cast and crew, work very hard to be sure they have a great performance. It is the job of the audience to help the performers give their best performance possible. The audience can do this by practicing the rules of theatre etiquette, which is how the audience should behave when watching a play. Some of the rules of theatre etiquette I found interesting, which we can adapt while watching any drama. Be on time to the theatre. Turn off cell phones upon arrival. Be quiet so other around you can hear the performance. You should use the restroom before the show begins and not get out of your seat while the show is being performed. You should not eat, chew gum, or drink any beverages while watching the show. While it is appropriate to respond to funny, shocking, or entertaining moments out loud, you should respect others around you and their enjoyment of the play by not responding with loud, inappropriate reactions. Fine. When should you applaud? Stand and applaud if you really think the show was great. That is called a standing ovation, and it honors the actors who worked so hard to give a great performance. It is customary to applaud at the end of songs and at the curtain call when the actors come out to take their final bows. Throughout the show, audience members may choose to applaud when something particularly outstanding has been performed. Do not whistle or scream out to the performers except for a bravo. Thank you, friends. This video was just narrated by me. I have not created it. I found it interesting for you to watch because some of the basic things you have to remember while watching any drama. Thank you.